Good morning, children. Today we are going to talk about the first chapter, Building with Bricks. In this chapter, we are going to talk about the different patterns which have been made in a school in West Bengal some 300 years ago. This is a Jagrati school which was built, and they decided that they are going to make very beautiful patterns with the help of bricks. So they made many different floor patterns with the bricks. They were some symmetrical, some had some other design which was asymmetrical. So we are going to learn about how to use our geometrical shapes in building different jharokas in a building, in building the bridges, and so many other things. We will be taught what is the use of geometrical figures in our daily lives. So come, let's study about this chapter. So children, since we are doing online teaching and learning is going on in this manner, so I'm going to take the help of this presentation to make things clear to you. Our chapter's name is Building with Bricks. To draw any figure, we need to start with a point. A point is a dot which shows the exact position on a plane surface. First we draw a point, then only we start making our figure. So a point gives us the exact position on the surface. When we join many points together, we get a continuous line. This line can be extended in both the directions as shown by this arrow. It can go on in this direction, it can go on and on and on. Also, it can go in this direction also, and it can go on and on and on. We can increase the length of this line, or we can decrease the length of its line. This is a line segment. It has two end points. This is one end point and this is another end point. It is also a collection of many points. This line segment is a part of this line. We make many figures using the line segment. Children, two-dimensional shapes. Two-dimensional shapes are the shapes which, when we draw on a paper, we are able to know their size exactly. For example, all these shapes. Rectangle. Rectangle is a four-sided figure. It has opposite two sides equal. These two long sides are equal to each other, and these two small sides are equal to each other. It is made up of four line segments. Circle. Circle is a closed figure and it's a perfect curve. It's a curved figure. Square. Square again is a four-sided figure. It has four sides which are exactly equal in length. Triangle. Triangle has three sides. Also, it has three corners. Quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is any closed figure which is made up of four line segments. Quad means four and lateral means side. Four-sided figure. Pentagon. Pentagon is a five-sided figure. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Pent means 5. It means a five-sided figure. Now, we have three-dimensional shapes. Three-dimensional shapes are those shapes whose picture, if we see on a paper, we are not able to make out how big or how small are they. For example, this pyramid, you can't make out whether it is a tiny pyramid or a prism which is made up of glass from your laboratory, or it is the pyramid of Egypt. You can't make out just by looking at its picture. Same way, this is a cube. This cube, when you look at it, you cannot imagine whether this is a big Rubik's cube or it is a small die with which you play. So the shapes which can be drawn on a plain paper, but we cannot get the correct idea of their size just by looking at their picture on the paper, are called 3D shapes. So this 3D shape, we have used many triangles to make this 3D shape. So from 2D, we got a 3D. Same way, we have used many squares to make this cube. So from 2D, we got 3D. These are the different ways in which walls have been made, and these are the different ways in which flooring has been made with different tiles or different bricks. These are two brick patterns which have symmetry. They have two symmetries. One is the vertical symmetry. If you divide it in two halves, both the halves are exactly same. They also have horizontal symmetry. Even this figure has vertical symmetry and horizontal symmetry. These are the brick patterns which are there in your book. These are the tessellation, which means the arrangement of bricks or tiles. When we arrange them in this manner, it is called jack on jack. It means one on top of the other, they have been stacked. This is called running bond. You must have seen the walls are made in this manner to ensure that they are very strong. You will never see a wall built like this. This is a basket weave. It looks like as if it has been woven. So that is why it is called a basket weave. Again, it is an example of a flooring. This is also called a half basket weave. You can see there are two here, two horizontal and one vertical, two horizontal and one vertical. That's why it is called half basket weave. This pattern is called herringbone, and this is diagonal herringbone. These are the unique arrangements of the bricks. They are very special since in summers when the breeze blows through them, the inside becomes very pleasant. So these were some ideas and some examples of arrangement of bricks. Come children, let us now go through the book to find out what all is there in our book. So children, we are going to read this first chapter, Building with Bricks. In this chapter, they are talking about this Jagriti school. Jagriti school is in Murshidabad in West Bengal. Its building had to be made. Now the masons who were supposed to make the building, Jamal, Kalu and PR and some other masons, they went to take some ideas from the old tomb of Murshid Kuli Khan. In this tomb, they had made beautiful patterns on the floors. You can see this first pattern of bricks which has been made. Then see the second pattern. It is symmetrical. Symmetrical objects you have studied in class 4. When you divide symmetrical objects in any two halves, it can be vertically like this, or it can be horizontally like this. You divide the figure into two mirror images. So this pattern number 2 is symmetrical. There were more patterns in the same tome. Look at this pattern 3. You can see two quarter circles. One is this and one is this. It is a beautiful pattern. Now pattern number 4 and pattern number 5, all the patterns are different from each other. I'm sure everybody must have liked one of these patterns. Now the masons were so happy to learn these designs, and they made such beautiful patterns in the school building that everybody started appreciating the school building a lot. Here you can see the patterns made on the floor of the building. So anybody who would come and see the building would appreciate it, and the masons also got lot of appreciation. Here are the pictures of the different patterns which were there in the school building. These are the 9 pictures. They are there on the book, in the book. You can have a look at it. Here are the other 2 patterns. Now, you have to decide which pattern is made in a circle. We have studied about circles in class 3. And circle is a closed curve. It has no corners, and this is a circular pattern. It has got many circles. This is the smallest circle, and this one is the bigger circle. In pattern number K, you cannot see any circle. In pattern number G, H and I, we don't see circles. In pattern number D, E and F too, we don't see circles. In pattern E, this is looking circular, but actual circles are not there. This is more like a sun with a center and the rays coming out of it. So right now, only pattern number J has circle. Now the next question here is, in which pattern can you show mirror halves? Now children, this will be your homework. You have to tell me in which patterns can you show mirror halves. I have already discussed about mirror halves. Mirror halves means you draw a line of symmetry and the figure should be divided into two identical parts on both the sides of the line of symmetry. So there is one fun activity. You can also draw new floor patterns. Please don't copy these floor patterns. Just draw any 2 new floor patterns in your notebook. Only 2 you need to draw, and please use geometrical figures for drawing the floor patterns. Now here they have shown us how to draw a brick. For drawing brick, we need to know how to draw rectangles. Now, a brick is cuboidal in shape. I'm sure everybody has seen bricks. Bricks are cuboidal in shape. They are cuboidal in shape. For drawing a brick, you need to draw two rectangles, and after drawing two rectangles, you need to join their vertices. So a brick has how many faces you have to find out. Just you have to imagine a brick. Now in this picture, the brick has one face, two face, three face. Three faces are such which you can see in the picture. But actually, if this is top of the brick, face number one is the top of the brick, then face number two is the floor of the brick or the bottom of the brick. If face number three is this vertical, this side of the face, then on opposite side is face number four. If this is face number five, then opposite it here at the back is face number six. So we have six faces in a brick. Is any face a square? You have to see out of these six faces, we can see three faces. The other three faces which we cannot see are identical to these faces only. Now, they are asking you, is there any face which is a square? So you can very well see this is also a rectangle, this one is also a rectangle, and this is also a rectangle. So we don't have any face in a brick which is a square. And you can easily draw the smallest face in the brick. Which of these are the faces of a brick? Mark them. Now children, in this book, obviously this is not a face of the brick. This is also not a face of the brick. This one resembles this face of the brick. It is rectangular, long, and this is also rectangular, thin and long. Now this is square. There is no face which is square. This also does not resemble at least this brick. This triangle also does not resemble this brick. This shape is, you are very familiar with it. It's a hexagon. It has got six sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This hexagonal shape also does not resemble any face of this brick. This is again a rectangle, and this rectangle resembles this face of the brick. Now children, you have to find out of these drawings which drawing resembles the brick. Now the first one, this is a cylinder. A cylinder has one curved face and two flat faces. Our brick does not have any curved face. This is a cuboid. This looks like a pyramid. This is also a cuboid. Out of these two cuboids, I think this one resembles the brick more because it has one very long side. This is a cube. You can see all its sides are equal in length. All of them are looking equal in length. A very good example of a cube in your daily life is Rubik's Cube or the dice. Okay, for fun activity, you can make a drawing of this box to show three of its faces. Can you make the drawing of a brick which shows four of its faces? Think about it and let me know. Can you make a drawing of a brick which shows four of its faces? If you do not have a brick at home, there is no problem. Pick up a shoebox and keep it in such a manner so that you can draw four of its faces. Try it and let me know whether you can draw four faces of the shoebox at one point of time. So children, today we will read only till page 4. Page 5 we will start next time. A wall that will not fall. This we will start next time. Thank you.